All right. Gonna do another one. Freemason stuff from their books. Give you an idea of what they think, what they believe, don't believe, do and don't do. So here we go. As I've told you in the first, we made 4 videos. The first video, that's my grandfather's Pumbaa hat. I call it's a fez, but it's his hat. There's his Scottish Rite hat, and they gave him this big, huge Bible that was never opened. And so here we go. We have, put it up here as close as I can, Scottish Rite. So you see this is their authentic documents. I'm not making this up. This is from the 70s. Yes, my hand is shaking. I will try to hold it more steadily. Anyway, so here we go. What we're about to talk about is Scottish Rite people, Freemasons, believe that the serpent was, let's see if we can reach this real quick. Okay. The serpent, they believe the serpent was regarded as the author of the fate of souls. So, here we go. And so you can see this is some of their lovely stuff. We're getting down to the Night of the Brazen Serpent.
25th degree.
25th degree. All religions are imperfect without good works. That's what you see people doing today in so-called churches. Oh, you got to do good works. You got to do good works. You got to do good works. Well, you're about to find out you're doing good works to Satan, the serpent. Can you read that?
The serpent was regarded in olden days with reverence and was known as the author of the fate of souls. The serpent in coil with head erect was the royal ensign of the pharaohs. Other mysteries, as well as those of the Hebrews and Gnostics, consecrated it. In those of Bacchus Baba Zeus, it was flung into the bosom of the initiate. In a system of degrees so complete as the Scottish Rite, it was necessary to teach every religion and philosophy known, and so in this degree we find the moral lessons of some of the older religions taught with vigor, especially that of the mystical death, which symbolized the descent of the soul into the infernal regions, and afterwards its rise to the state of light, truth, and perfection.
Infernal regions, sounds like fire, and state rise to the state of light, truth, and perfection. You know, they're big on the phoenix. That's one of their things. But this is the serpent. They believe that you can't get to God without doing any kind of works. You have to do works. And probably the same thing for Buddha, Hindu. You got to do some kind of work. But this just goes to show you they don't believe in Jesus. You know, they say, oh, you don't have to believe. You don't have to, what's the word I'm looking for? In other words, you have to belong to a church. You have to believe in a higher power, a deity. But
they tell you that it's a very generic, it's the supreme architect of the universe, that they don't follow one particular religion. And here they are doing just that. It reminds me that line there where it says, the serpent in coil with head erect was the royal ensign of the pharaohs. Well, if you know anything about Hinduism, they believe in the 7 chakras, which are the energy centers in your body. They believe that there is a serpent or coiled snake within your body that begins at the bottom chakra, which is at the base of your spine, and that yoga is all about getting that serpent to be coiled up or uncoiled to the point where it can release energy through the sixth chakra, which is the third eye, between your two eyes there in the forehead. And so that the serpent and coil with head erect is something that is known quite well by devout Hindus. So right there, that tells you that they are, at least in this respect, they are following the religion of Hinduism. You know, they're not, they say, oh, we just believe the supreme God of the universe, you just believe in one God. Well, you know, and it's good for everybody. Well, if you're in the 25th degree, you're actually following the teaching of Hinduism. And then they try to bring it in with the Hebrews there to try to make you think it's, you know, it's parts of other religions, but really it's not part of God, it's part of Hinduism.
Well, it's got the word Gnostic. You know, most people that are Gnostic, they don't know what the hey they believe in. They don't. Anyway, so that's one thing I thought you might wanted to know about.
Talking about Gnostics, the G that is on the, for example, on their Bible here, that you see all the time with Freemasons, that G there, they'll tell you it stands for God or geometry, but some people also say within the Masons that it stands for Gnosticism. It stands for that mystery stuff.
So,
and they mention it right there.
Anyway, this is authentic stuff from the 70s. Just thought we'd let you know.